Hey everybody, I wasn't chasing the crows or anything. I have recently had something put to me a couple of times that I personally strongly disagree with, but I'd love to know what people's opinion is on this. I got a feeling that unfortunately the public opinion, it's very easy to say yes to this without thinking the implications, whereas in the motovloggers who watch this, and this is why motovloggers' opinions are very important, it's different because you're in the same game as me. As you may or may not be aware, there has recently been a right little 2 and 8, you might say, about my use or lack of mirrors. Now, I've said why I don't use them, and I'm not going to go into it. All I'm going to say is this, and this is the simple answer. I do not legally have to use them because they are not a legal requirement or an MOT requirement. It is entirely my choice. I agree that from the outward perspective it would seem silly to do away with them, but that is my choice, my decision, and it is final. What I do wish to talk about, however, is I've had a couple of people suggest, and it's not the first time, make the suggestion that I, as a motovlogger, am a role model. I mean, to be honest with you, kids, a 28-year-old guy on a 125 who's had some pretty shitty luck and made some poor decisions, well, not poor decisions, but some could have made better decisions at times in my life. That's who you want to be your role model? No, I don't think so. But the suggestion is that I have a social responsibility, a responsibility to people in general, show them how things are done and to do and not do. And I just like to say, why? Why am I, a human being, like every other human being, suddenly responsible that I can't do anything in my life, right nor wrong, without someone saying, well, that's not a good example? Are you setting a good example? Is every single part of your life a good example? Have you ever done anything wrong? Have you got any sort of opinions or things that you do that you know, okay, outwardly aren't the most sensible thing to do, but for you, you know it's right? Probably. We're all human. And that's something I want to point out. And every other motovlogger out there is the same as this, as far as I'm concerned. We are all normal, everyday people, just like our viewers. The difference is, we upload the videos and you watch them. Now, there is no difference in our uploading of videos as to whether someone gets 1 view or 1 million views. We just do the same thing. You are the people that come to the video, you are the people that put this responsibility on us, which clearly doesn't exist because, as I've said, we are normal people. If we were a production company, if we were a TV show, yeah, maybe there is some social responsibility there. I don't think that's entirely true as far as TV and everything's concerned these days. I mean, look at the trouble Top Gear gets in, and I'm not talking about the Argentina thing, I'm just talking about some of the other stuff they've done. You know, they can play close to the line, they can be bad from time to time. I think the only way you can have that expectation of someone to be a role model is by them publicly saying, I am acting as a role model. Everyone that watches my video or any other motovlogger's video has a choice. They chose to click the link, sit and watch it. If you don't want to watch it, or you don't like what this person's about or something, then don't watch it. It's not a problem. You know? If you don't like the fact that I don't use mirrors and I decide to use my head instead, if you don't like that, then don't watch me. That's fine. It's not a problem. I'd love to know what the other motovloggers have to say on this, because as I say, I've given my reasons for not feeling like I'm a role model. Do you see yourself as a role model? Or do you see yourself like me as a normal everyday person who's allowed to make mistakes and have opinions people disagree with? I'll catch you next time. It's not a music video that you'll watch once or twice. It's to keep making video after video and just keep this shit going.